I was answering one of the difficult subjects that I do. I hate accounting. I hate business analytics. But turns out, the more setbacks I actually experience, the more mistakes that I have, the more failure that it lead me to realize that there's a problem. And it's not because of the subject, but because of my mindset and my preferences. And I just do the work because I felt like it. I was basing my habits, my study habits, based on emotions. That's my biggest mistake that I ever regretted with my life. So when it comes to dealing like setbacks, if we're going to connect it to entrepreneurship, right, as a teenager or in your business or in an agency, it really boils down in how you treat setback and how you view it. So the first point I'm going to tell you is embracing failure as a learning opportunity. So you might heard this a million times in the YouTube videos or influencers or blogs or articles that setbacks or failures is the secret to success. If I'm going to base it on my experience, I ever got a bad grade in LB Analytics, counting, because I'm knowing weak at that, usually signifies that I need to work on something. It's an indicator that I need to take action at something. And usually it's a hard subject, so I tend to delay it. So what I actually want to do is calendar it on Google Calendar, block the time, and then do the hardest task first, right? After your morning routine, do the hardest task first and do it like deep work. Deep work is like 2 hours or 90 minutes. And then what we call that method is eat the frog. So if you do the hardest task first thing in the morning before you start your day, what you're actually going to have an impact on that is setting yourself on high impact tasks. Because if you avoid hard things, you'll never be successful. You'll never have problems. And you'll end up doing a lot of millions of tasks of shallow tasks or easy tasks, and you'll never be able to do the thing that you're going to procrastinate, which is very important, high impact. Make yourself prone to develop a habit of doing easy tasks, then that's going to be devastating in the long run. Number 2 is understanding what does resilience. So resilience, like resisting yourself from that hard things or the things that you want to do. Resilience is about when you face failure, you become resilient. Not defensive, but you become resilient. You become more strengthened because of that failure. You're now motivated. You're now more challenged to do action because you've already experienced that a lot of multiple times. If you didn't learn from the mistake, if you don't take action, that mistake is going to repeat. If you didn't reflect or journal it, that's going to repeat until, oh, this is really my mistake and this is something that I need to work on. So that's the rule. It's going to repeat until you've learned from it. Okay, that's life. And 3 is reframing your failures as a stepping stone to success. I believe that if I wasn't able to be resilient when I was starting an agency, I just said that there's a lot of setbacks and things that I need to face on. I don't have an experience, or I don't know where to start. I don't have a mentor. I don't have these resources and stuff like that. If I focus on there, I wouldn't be anywhere. I wouldn't build a business, and that's it, man. So you have to view it as an opportunity. And most of my success is based on failure and books. So I believe if you experience failure multiple times in your life, that's the greatest lesson that you can actually do. I've faced a lot of failures, even in being so productive 24 hours. Robert described it. I still face failures. Alright, I still is prone to addiction when it comes to dopamine, social media, etc. and so forth. All you gotta do is to acknowledge and accept it. And now, next thing is you want to strategize for it. Point number 4: learning from mistake and adjusting strategies. Those mistakes are like little datas. If I'm going to compare business analytics, I'm just connected here in the blog. My professor said that datas are like the cells of the body, and if you combine it, you create information. Similar to our mistake. Mistake is like datas or cells of the body. If we combine it, then we create an information, and that information can be used for us to strategize. Let's strategize though. Oh, I've learned that here are my triggers. I need to work on this based on the data or the mistakes that I do. I can now re-strategize it based on the previous information that I've got. So that's the basic one, right? Number 5 is building resilience through persistence. If you don't know how to be persistent and to persevere things, I think you can't have progress. If you can't build resilience that is required and to be persistent, again, from those failures, right? If you don't change your mindset on that, then we're going to suffer until it suffocates you, right? Which leads us to point number 6, having a growth mindset. I've already mentioned it multiple times on my blog, but to put this simply, a growth mindset for me is the constant desire to learn and accept mistakes and then re-strategize it and use it as a data and then just repeat the cycle. So growth mindset is like, I know nothing and I know that I need to learn more, and when someone speaks, I just listen because I assume that I don't know enough. There's something that this person wants to offer Instead of me like, I know everything and I can speak to a lot of people, that's going to be a struggle for you because you don't have a growth mindset. So it really takes a lot of humility, because if you're not humble in the very first place to learn from your mistakes, then you're not going to grow. You're just going to die. This brings us to point number 7, seeking support and learning from others. One of the greatest power that you can do is not to just like learn from your own self that, oh, I made this mistake and I'm going to learn. Also learn from other people, from other people's stories, from other people's mistakes. If you view it or if they tell you, what you're going to do is to motivate yourself with that. Learn from other people's mistakes. And then number 8 is celebrating progress in small wins. It's just like, if you create a Notion page and just like put out rewards like a chocolate or a candy or some stuff like that, or a break time, then that would really give you a significant advantage. Because number 1, you're actually rewarding yourself. The brain loves to reward something that is pleasurable. You do a hard thing and then you reward yourself, maybe a candy or something that you find rewarding, right? Something that really makes you feel like someone is treating you. Someone is another person that is treating you or rewarding you with something that you really want, and that makes you feel special, and that makes you want to repeat that habit again and again. So remember that, all right? So I'm going to summarize it for you. So from setbacks to success, all you need to do is embracing learning as an opportunity, a failure as an opportunity, understanding the importance of resilience, reframing failures as stepping from success, learning from mistakes and adjusting strategies, building resilience through persistence, cultivating growth mindset, seeking support and learning from others, celebrating progress and small wins. So if you want to have small wins, you have small actions that leads to greater results, like a snowball, right? So fired up.